Because this is my community.
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 Hear our voices, see our faces. We all here together. Equal treatment for all. Justice for all. Peace and equality. Peace and equality. Peace and equality.
Peace and equality.
Peace and equality.
Peace and equality.
This is Batavia. This is be proud of yourself. We protect our community.
We got our message across. You can see Batavia is standing with us today, and that's a beautiful thing. But it doesn't stop today. Today is just a start. We got to continue the conversation. We need people to be accountable for their actions, and we need to push this agenda to prove that this is our community. This is our community. Not what they said. Not these boards on these windows. Not this negative vibe that they were sending around town about busters coming in here. This is Batavia. This has always been Batavia.
Looking for peace and equality.
Peace and equality!
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 Peace and equality.
Just George Floyd, right? This is, I see him as the Emmett Till of our day, right? Yeah. Emmett Till didn't start the, black people getting killed or black people being mistreated. He was that vision. People seen that. Now it's real. Now it's, now you can see what's being done to us. And that's exactly what George, forget if he was a criminal or not. Does the punishment fit the crime?
Absolutely.
Does the punishment fit the crime?
And the officer was a criminal too.
But you know what I mean? That just shows that we're all people, right? We're all people. We need to be treated as such. The only reason I get that fair treatment is because I can say I'm in the U.S. military.
Yep, say it, brother.
Do you know how they treated me before? Oh, here comes Haven Armstrong, right? When they pulled over the car, it could have been the driver running a stop sign. Who did they pull out of that car? Me. Yes, I was running around. Yes, I was a misguided kid, but I needed guidance. I needed structure. I needed somebody to believe in me and say, hey, you're not just another young black man out here running around getting in trouble. Right? They see my tattoos. They see my build. They are afraid of me. All you guys know, I'm a fully changed man. If you see me now, I'm gonna embrace you. I'm gonna give you guidance. I got sons.
I was born and raised here. My husband and children's life matter. I was born and raised here. Right here, graduated high school.
Y'all should be over here with us. Okay? We are people too. Just because we got different color than you are, that don't mean we're bad people. We are people, y'all. We got the same kind of blood. My blood can kill your blood, and yours can kill mine. Come on, people. Stop the racism. It's ridiculous.
I no longer want you to overlook me. I want you to see my color. When I'm on your basketball sideline coaching your teams, I want you to see my color. When I'm in the dugout coaching these sports and baseball, I want you to see my color. When I'm shopping in the store and someone is following me, I want you to see my color. Words.
I am done being told how to do my hair, how to do my makeup, how to wear. I'm done being told how to look, how to act. Yeah. I'm done watching my white mother face no. I'm done.
Take your time, breathe, just breathe.
Hear her pain.
Hear her pain.
You need to hear her pain.
Hear her
Believe
pain.
her. She is not lying.
It is so hard to not be able to walk around town with my black father without a police officer 5 steps behind us. But yet when I'm with my white mom, I'm okay because I'm not a threat because my mom is white.
Hear her words. Hear her words.
It's not being made up. This has to be real.
It is so hard to be on both sides. I've seen the white discrimination. I've seen the white privilege. And I've seen the black poverty and the black hurt, and I am sick of it, and I'm sick of being told what to do, how to act, what to wear, and what to be, because I am human, and I am just as worthy as everyone else
shouldn't have to explain to my son why he can't go to certain places or we can't go to certain parks because his father is going to be racially profiled. Because we're going to feel like we don't belong. Just because my skin color is not dark does not mean that me being biracial excludes me or makes me any different than the person who's darker right next to me.
We are uncomfortable.
My son picks up when people treat us differently, when we are with his father. That is sad to me.
We are uncomfortable.
We are uncomfortable.
Hear our cries.
Hear our cries. Black Lives Matter.
I'm one cog in the wheel. We're going to do our part.
Okay, so listen. We need to understand.
I don't need a megaphone. I want
Yes,
to talk
he does.
to you guys.
Yes,
okay?
no, I hear you.
I'm here to listen.
Right, but we all
and I
here. You
want
got
to
to talk
talk.
to everybody.
Okay?
Peacefully.
We are here in a peaceful protest. Hear us out. We are here in a peaceful protest. This is the first time in our lives we are able to speak out without being punished.
Right.
So hear our voice.
I'm listening.
We thank you for listening, sir, but we need you to put things in action.
No peace! No peace! No peace!
Then we are not asking for justice. We are not asking that the rights of all people are respected. We are demanding that the rights of all Americans are respected.
From the community.
There should be black police officers. There should be representation on the fire department, in our schools, on our boards.
And there's none.
In our courts.
And it's just an offset. If you don't feel comfortable coming in the neighborhood, send somebody who's comfortable with the neighborhood.
Justice! Justice!
Be the man.
Justice!
Today is our day.
I ain't got time for your foolery. I ain't got time for your ignorance.
Talk.
I ain't got time for that.
Talk that talk.
That's
years of pain
so
right
many
there.
years. We have tried, but you have put us down.
Hear her pain.
Your knee has been on our throats for years.
Feel her pain.
After the game, the next day at school, I come to school and one of my friends come to me and says, Miriam, look at this post on Instagram. It is a grown 40-year-old man. He has a picture of me and his niece on his Instagram or Twitter or whatever the post was, and it says, watch out for number 23. That black bitch will end up playing for a prison league someday.
Wow. Wow.
Our community, hear her words.
Because of the color of my skin and because of the color of the black community, we are stereotypicalized because into a criminal action. Not all of us are criminals. Not all of us are going to become criminals just because of the color of our skin.
That's right.
Feel her pain. Come get this mic.
We have been slaves, and that ended. We were segregated, and that has ended. And now police brutality and the fight for us of the color of our skin will end.
Unspoken rule that if more than 3 black men enter a business in this town, we will be looked at as a threat. I am not lying. Hear my cries. We will be looked at as a threat for no reason at all. We are looking to have a good time just like everyone else. We should be able to gather where we want without being mistreated. But from now on, we will gather where we want. And if you guys mistreat us, we will take care of it. We will come to your door and we will be asking questions. We will get justice. We will march for justice after this day. We will continue to march for justice.
I'm tired of being at work. And if I'm too loud, I'm seen as ignorant. I'm seen as absent. I'm seen as ghetto. But if any other white person's like that, oh, it's just how they are. I'm tired of the police in this community constantly harassing us, constantly treating us like we're animals when we're not. We are humans. We are all humans. I will help you understand why we are here, why we are so angry, and why black lives always matter.
They will hear our voice. Black Lives Matter!
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 So 2 weeks ago, we witnessed a horrific situation take place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As a result of those actions of others, a larger pain and divide has been ignored and revealed once again across this country. The historic disenfranchisement of black people and the pain and anger associated within that community has manifested itself in cities across this country. 2 of them geographically located close to us, and now here in our own city of Batavia. Unfortunately, individuals have taken advantage of these protests and turned to violence and criminal activities. Those actions cannot be condoned and are counter to the work of each of you here and the philosophies of Dr. Martin Luther King and many others. We must not allow criminal activities and behaviors to deter and take away from the real conversations that need to occur in all of our communities.
Yes.
As a man of color and a father to a young black boy, I'm well aware that our children are watching and looking to us for an explanation and to observe what we do next.
We need you white people, when you hear a racist joke, we need you to say, not here, not today.
You no longer have to fear. You no longer have to fear. We are here to protect you as a community. This is the first time in our lives we are able to address you, gentlemen, without fear of being thrown in jail, beaten, or murdered. It doesn't happen around here a lot, but we fear it because we know what the consequences are. We have people here with us now. We are no longer scared. We are afraid to gather in more than groups of 5 in this town because we will be harassed by the police department. I need you to understand that. We can't go anywhere without being harassed.
There's a lot more than 5 people here. We are here together.
Respect our community.
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 Your friends were gathering, drinking beers, and we came and sat down the street from your house with guns on our hip and unmarked cars in black uniforms, representing yourself as a gang.
Join us.
That's what you guys do. And you guys roll past us and intimidate us. If I'm on the bike riding with my son, and you guys have never stopped and said, hey, can I do anything for you? Can I help you out? You've never done it.
No, they stare you down instead.
Yes, intimidation tactics. We fear no longer.
You act like this is Buffalo. You act like this is Rochester. You act like you have so much violence. This is a peaceful place. Don't act like it ain't. You go into any of these restaurants, we are the ones that don't feel comfortable. We are the ones that don't feel comfortable. They board up their buildings because they know how they made us feel before. They know that they will not allow DJs to DJ my black music because it brings my black people.
I'm here listening. I'm here to be a peaceful peacekeeper the best that I can. You know, this is a conversation that's long overdue for all of us, I think. We're certainly going to start that conversation. A bunch of good guys here, a bunch of great women that want to do the right thing. So we're here to help in any way we can. We just want to help keep the peace and move this community forward.
Black Lives Matter.
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 We discussed that ahead of time, that after this we're going to get together and have a little chat and see what we can do to affect some change, some real change. You know, I pride myself in the work that the men and women of the police department do here in Batavia every day. You know, what you see going on around the country is not acceptable. You know, it's not acceptable here in Batavia, and it's not acceptable in this county or this region. Western New York is a great region. You know, these people work hard.
This is my community.
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 It was very emotional, and it's I didn't realize some of the pain that the members of our community were feeling. So it definitely sparked me to work a little harder to try to drill down and find out what we can do to make everyone who lives here feel that they're included and welcome here. And that includes everyone. And apparently, in my mind, I have been missing a little part of something that I probably should have been paying more attention to, and I'm going to work hard on that end for me.
And I was caught up in the system. It took one man, one white man, to take me by the hand and be like, yo, you know, show me the way, right? I joined the Army. I ended up doing good things. I'm back here to put my brothers and sisters in the Army, right? I'm not supposed to be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is who I am. Understand, all we would have needed was a police officer to be like, hey, yo, you know, how you doing today? How's school going? But instead, they chased us down. They labeled us as drug dealers. Some of us weren't doing the right thing, but all we needed was guidance, right? All we needed was guidance. We needed structure. The Army gave that to me, right? So now I have my son here, who I have to show the way, right? But he shouldn't be scared. He shouldn't be fearful of a police officer. I got pulled over in Rochester, and you know, I have to explain to my kid, calm down, relax. Don't worry, I can handle this. But the only thing that saves me now is my license plate, because it says U.S. Army, it says infantry. Somehow I get a pass, right? Somehow I get a pass. I see it every day. In the Army, we see nothing but green. There's some of it's there, but for the most part, we see nothing but green. We need our community to be like that.
One of the organizers was talking to one of the older officers, and apparently the older officers had more involvement in the community, and apparently there's the newer officers, there's so many younger officers, and I don't think they've introduced themselves yet and got part of that yet. So I think that's where it might be a little disconnect, but I think the chief of police is going to address that. You can ask him about that, but I did see a little disconnect, because I remember in my day of patrolling, you know, there was some incidents, of course, that would always happen. There was people disagreeing on things. For the most part, we were active in the community. So I think we need to make sure that continues.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
I mean, I think it's obvious there's a lot of pain and hurt everywhere across the country. It's no different here in Batavia. There's been some historic disenfranchisement, lack of visibility of other people of color in various positions. Even in our school district, lack of colors of teachers. I think you heard that as well. And I think it was important to be here unified with the city, with the community, and just let them know that we're in this together. We got some things we got to address, and that, you know, the best way to solve these is to get engaged and to get involved.
The problem, though, this is the problem that we have, because it starts with the jail system, because we go in there, right? Black people go in there with white people. They're saying shit throughout the gates, knowing damn well they wouldn't say it to our face, knowing you guys are going to protect them, okay? But none of them is going to say it on the street to our face. That's the thing. And you guys don't do anything about it in there. What do you guys do when people use derogatory racial slurs? What do you do? What do you do? No, cut it out. Cut it out. To me, that's a hate crime. Someone calls me a nigga, that's a hate crime, especially if you're white. If I call someone a crack, that's how I look at it, though.
No,
because that is how
ever said.
I'm not talking about the CEOs. No. That's where you got to mistake it.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Yeah, definitely. Like, it at least shows them that, you feel me, that it's not everybody that just shares that view, that's more united front, so that'll hopefully make some sort of change.
You need to see it. These are the people. There's a black community here in Batavia, and y'all need to see it. You see who's standing behind us. We spend our dollars here just like you do. We dedicate our time like you do. We go to school, we do things just like you do. But it's sad when we have to take our lives other places to get jobs that we should get in our hometown. Black Lives Matter!
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 This protest started peaceful, and it will end peaceful. We will show them that they didn't need to board up their windows.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
I love it. Alright. You guys need school starts back up, okay? Alright, yeah.
Change starts here. And I know you guys see us standing in front of you. It's not one person, this is your community.
Right.
These are the people that pay you. I want you to show up to my house the same way a fireman would if my house was burning down. I don't need you to show up with an attitude. I need you to show up with a question. How can I protect and serve you today? We understand that there's violence. We understand that you guys are the ones that put your life on the line during risky situations. We understand that. But I need you to stop profiling my people.